that made things a little too historic for what I wanted to do here. So let us try this again here, though, as the game loads up now. So, but yeah, like I said, we are going to be picking up as the USA. Granted, we are going to be doing a brand new campaign, though. Obviously, just given the fact that the previous attempt that we did at this failed. And actually, let me just check one thing here, just to make sure that everything is good. Okay. There. Okay. Yes. Let's see here. Alright. Perfect. Okay. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that everything was good on this end here, so that I didn't get in trouble for having that on there before, because yeah, I just don't want Twitch to be unhappy because I had a certain mod that makes things a little more historic, and I don't want to get things take it down here. So, okay, much better. Because, yeah, I have a mod that when I'm not playing it, it makes this flag a little more accurate and displays a symbol that I don't want to risk. But anyways, getting back into things, we are going to be playing as the USA, obviously, since we are doing the Democratic campaign. And I am actually going to do the opposite here. I'm going to turn the historical focuses off, Ironman on, and the only change that I am going to make here is that there is one country that for this particular playthrough, I do want to kind of go down a specific route, and that is the British here, because I want them to actually empower the King's Party here. And this will essentially put Edward VIII to power and sort of turn Britain into a dictatorship. But as for everything else, it is going to be completely up to the AI. I have no idea what's going to happen with this particular playthrough. For all we know, Canada could go fascist and invade us, or who knows? It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Oh, right. We have to do this here. What's the last? Yeah, we'll just do Ironman United States. Just play it as that. Okay. Okay. There we have it here then. We are now live. And I'm having an issue with my iPad here. There we go. Now it's working. Okay. And essentially, we do have a few mods going. Like, I do have the state transfer tool, as well as a couple of mods that do adjust the various AIs here. Or, not AIs, the map, basically. Just gets that going there. And additionally, I do have the player conference one as well, that essentially has us in charge of the peace conferences, which is really nice, but obviously, too, we do have the new Gota Damarum DLC here then as well. So that was good. And oh yeah, and I do have Colorize Our Country then as well. But now let me just make sure the radio stations are set so that it does not impact me. Okay. Now we will get our basic research here done. Probably start more on the industry level. Get all that taken care of here. And help with our production. Basic machinery. And some electronic mechanical engineering. Just start that way, basically. And no, actually. You know what? I'm going to hold off on the special research projects for now. But we will get started, though, with these here. We'll start with Continue the New Deal. The policies of the New Deal have proven to work. We must not lose our way. So, keep on trekking down that one. And looks like we are... Actually, what is our production line looking like here? I want to make sure we have everything under control. And... what ships are these? Okay, this is the Enterprise and the Yorktown, so they are going to go into the Pacific Theater here. Yeah, we'll just stick them all here. And eventually I'm going to be grouping all these ships together then too, but for now I'm just going to kind of put all the ships here into the carrier divisions. And I have kind of plotted a different way too as to what my main strategy is. Is that the issue that I did the last time I tried this particular campaign is that I put all my eggs a little in too many baskets. I initially put... well, for one, I ended up putting too many soldiers in the Pacific. I put them on too many small islands and filled the Philippines up with far too many, so that kind of bogged down my logistics. And the other issue was that I should have honestly just let France here fall. And let me actually turn that off here. Just so that I could, like, naval invade them. My mistake was trying to rush over to Europe before France fell, and that kind of screwed me in the end there. Like, granted, I probably could have salvaged the campaign myself, but I was just honestly a little demoralized, so I was just like, screw it. And I ended up just canceling on that one. Okay. And... okay. And then we have the one submarine here. We'll go with that one. And what missing? Equipment, tactical bombers, okay, so pretty much just aircraft. So, we'll get some CAS going here, because CAS is king, obviously. And North American Aviation, that'll do. And some range, and yeah, put Lockheed in charge of that one. And what else? Now it's just the carrier stuff. So, naval bombers, CAS, and you. Production output. Yeah, we'll do that. And then the CAS ones. Okay. There. Okay. And there we have that. Although we are going to need some chromium and other imports. And we'll rely on Cuba for that for now. And we'll trade with the Brazilians then for a little bit of stuffs here. And in the meantime... you know what? Yeah, I do kind of want to just start this already. Okay. Yeah, let's start with just basic infrastructure. At least get some of these areas going. Set up. Honestly, we don't really need to produce civilian factories too much as the USA here. Set up. Once we get through the Great Depression, we do get quite a bit of industry. So it is just easier to do it that way. And let's just make sure that we have all the different production zones. Just these out. And I think that will be good for now. Yeah, and then we'll just see what happens here. Alright. And we'll get things going. And we'll hide those then for now. So we honestly don't really need to worry about that too much. I may end up using that mod a little later, but we'll see. Alright. So far, everything's all quiet. But it won't be that way forever. Eventually, opposition suffers a defeat in the Senate. That is good for us. And the Sultanate of Ossa submits to Italian demands. Perhaps unsurprisingly to many, the Sultanate of Ossa has accepted Italian demands for subjugation. While our government held out in hope of avoiding occupation, it became increasingly clear that the colonial powers of the region would not be coming to their aid, nor would neighboring Ethiopia be able to spare military personnel to support them. The situation so bleak, the government bowed to Italian pressure to spare the people, becoming the victims of unnecessary bloodshed. Italian forces are now moving into the nation to take up positions on the border with Ethiopia. Alright. And it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens here, because in-house hearings into sexual misconduct, witch hunt. So depending on how well the Ethiopians do, they may actually end up surviving this. Oh! Well, this is interesting, and different from what happened last time. It's that this event here didn't happen before, but Germany embroiled in civil war. A sudden Wehrmacht coup led by the famed Field Marshal August von Mackensen has triggered a civil war in Germany earlier this morning. Fascists, royalists, and Democrats alike have taken up arms against their former countrymen. Military units have been removed from the border to see the internal threat. Fascists under orders from the Austrian painter have already vowed to destroy the nation rather than to see it fall to treasonous Germans. Let us hope peaceful return to Europe. And then the Turks have remilitarized the Straits, so... Alright. Oh, and Japan abandons the naval treaty. Hirohito today announced that Japan would no longer consider herself bound to the naval treaties she has signed. The situation, he said, had proved the choice inevitable. Japan has apparently received a reliable report that several neighboring countries have already begun aggressive naval expansion programs that threaten legitimate Japanese interests in the area. The Japanese Admiralty has refused to comment on rumors that several ships currently under construction were already planned without treaty restrictions in mind. Alright. And of course we do have the first thing done, and we will continue on with the WPA. Millions of people are still suffering from unemployment resulting from the Great Depression. An agency to put these people to work on public projects may not fully resolve the problem, but Work Progress Administration is a step in the right direction. Alright. And we shall give refuge to German scientists. And start a little bit of a lobbying campaign here. Won't do too much of one, though, because honestly, we are still suffering from the effects of the Great Depression, and I don't really want to have to risk losing too much. Alright, yeah, let's keep an eye on things here, because we have two areas of interest at the moment. That, of course, is the situation in Ethiopia, and then further north in Germany, obviously. Alright, and it does look like East Prussia has been taken over by the junta that has taken power, basically. The Second World Conference is well underway. Should I, You know what? We'll actually keep on going down mechanical computing, just keep on researching that. But, yeah. East Prussia is now under junta control, and it does look like that they are also making some progress here. Oh yeah, I should probably get all these going here. Alright. And we'll do one more there. And the Second London Naval Treaty signed. Delegates from Britain, France, Italy, Japan, and the US met in December of 1935 to discuss the renewal of the First London Naval Treaty. Let's see it. Alright. Oh yeah, the Junta is definitely winning here. And the Senate votes for government proposal. That's good. Yeah, I think the Junta is going to be able to win this pretty handily. Because they are... Oh, and they just captured Berlin. Good for them. Bolivian generals blunder their coup d'etat, following the largest strike movement known until now in Bolivia. The military under the young Lieutenant Colonel Germain Bush moved to overthrow the genuine republic under Jose Luis Tejeda Sorzano. And it looks like they failed. Okay, well, it sucks to be them. Alright, and... You know what? We'll do this one first, actually. The Agricultural Adjustment Act. Our farmers have been particularly hard hit by the Depression. We must ensure that the people who produce our food are not driven out of business by any unchecked market. Alright. And, yeah, it's like they just, went straight for Berlin and just kept on moving in from there. But, yeah, good for them, I suppose. Well, get some sound effects here then, too, because why not? Alright. And Ethiopia is still being slowly conquered. We'll see, though, if ceasefire ends up breaking out at some point. But yeah, it'll be kind of interesting, though, because there are multiple different ways that Germany can go since they are overthrowing the fascists here. Like, the one that I personally hope they go down is the democratic Germany, where it becomes a constitutional republic, and all that good jazz. Alternatively, though, it could go down the route of restoring the Kaiser, putting Kaiser Wilhelm II back on the throne. A new communist path, obviously, where that would certainly shake things up. And then, obviously, there is, I think the Holy Roman Empire is still one. Let me actually take a look here. Yeah, communists over there. But the Kaiserreich. Okay, yeah, it actually looks... Okay, maybe not the Holy Roman Empire. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. But we do have a bit of points to be able to spend. We'll do Robert Taft, just because he helps to boost our political power here. I have a feeling that the fascist... Germany. Oh, yep, and the Austrian painter has already unalived himself here, so looks like Himmler is in charge at the moment. Oh, and we have our first special project here. Let's see. And we'll do cruiser submarine. Let's start with that. And you know what? Screw it. I do kind of want to start special projects here already. I'm just gonna... I'm only gonna do one of each for now. Put the aviation one in Washington State here. And the other one... I'll put it in Missouri. Okay, that'll do. To the nuclear one last, though. Okay. That, pay farmer subsidies. Alright. Now then, now that that is done, we will do the, you know, I'm gonna turn those off for now, actually. Scientific Research and Development Office. With war looming on the horizon, we must focus our scientific efforts to ensure that we are not outmatched by any potential adversary. That started. Okay, and how are we doing here? I have a feeling once Munich falls, then likely the rest of the fascist Germans will then too. And then it'll be interesting to see where exactly the Germans go from here. But senators speak passionately in support of the government. That's very nice of them. And there goes the Reich. Okay, the German Civil War ends. The Civil War that has racked Germany has now come to an end. The fighting was extraordinarily intense, with fanatical resistance from Nazis causing devastation on a scale reminiscent of the Great War. It appears that the Austrian painter is dead and Nazi leadership imprisoned or executed. The provisional government has now announced that it is necessary to secure their hold over the state to ensure their return of stability to the nation before there could be any thought of embarking on the process of constitutional reforms. And let us hope it's something more accommodating. And it absolutely will be interesting to see what path they end up going down, because they have their options. And now we have the Italian scientists. So that's good. And speaking of which, it looks like Italy has managed to take over Ethiopia then. So it looks like Mussolini might be here to stay. For now, at least. We'll see if it continues. But the games of the 11th Olympiad. The 11th Olympic Games recently held in undamaged parts of devastated, newly rebuilt Berlin, Germany. Attended by athletes from 49 different nations across the world, the 1936 Summer Olympics are the first in the history that have enjoyed limited live television coverage. The Games, a symbol of renewed German national unity, were also a significant propaganda victory for the new German regime, which, despite the tremendous costs of rebuilding the nation after the Civil War, spent lavishly on the event. German athletes saw the most success, winning 33 gold medals, while the Americans came in second with 24. 4 of these were won by Jesse Owens, the single most successful athlete of the Games. And the Games are concluded. Alright. You know what? I'm turning off the Allied radio part, actually. Okay. It looks like, John Lecter Christie, gifted engineer, and a tank specialist. That's good. I do intend to start working on tanks at some point down the road here. And honestly, having these done now will be a significant boost to our research production here as well. Because obviously, I want to get my hands on nuclear weapons. Yeah, exactly. Special projects indeed are fun. Which is why I am making sure to have one of each. Just starting right away. But looks like Otto assumes the Hungarian throne. In search of a suitable king, the Kingdom of Hungary has extended an invitation to Otto von Habsburg to return to lands that were until recently ruled by his family. Otto, who lived in exile throughout Western Europe since the end of the Great War, and in the dissolution of his father's empire, chose to accept the offer. Today, amid such fanfare and celebration, he was crowned King of Hungary in a solemn ceremony at the Royal Palace in Budapest. During his coronation speech, King Otto thanked the Hungarian people for their loyalty and devotion, and vowed to see the Habsburg lands reunited once more, promising that this time Hungary would be the dominant constituent part. Excuse me. But that will be interesting. Sounds like they are on the pathway to restoring the empire, basically. But whether or not they stand that way will be the same, but we'll go with the Neutrality Act for now. Seems increasingly certain that war will break out in Europe. During the Great War, American companies sold large quantities of weapons to the Allies. Many believe that the American entry was mostly motivated by a desire to ensure that those deliveries would be paid for. This time there won't be any war profiteering. Right. And since we now have another research tab open, let's actually, yeah, let's start a little more aircraft going here. Alright. Oh, and another monarchy is on the rise. A royal wedding in Brazil. Today, Duarte Nuno, Duke of Braganza, married Princess Maria Francisca of Orleans, whatever, in the Metropolis Cathedral in Brazil. This marriage has not only reconciled the Portuguese and Brazil in 18 houses, but has also united the Miguelis and the Liberal, leaving behind rivalries between the Portuguese royal family and stirring up the monarchist sentiment in both countries. It is said that, following the ceremony, Dom Duarte engaged in several controversies with known Brazilian and Portuguese royalist ladies and gentlemen, where the words restoration and monarchy were openly pronounced. So that's interesting. And honestly, half of these alt history paths that are going to be happening, I've never actually tried myself, so it'll be kind of interesting to see what all goes on with them. Alright, so so we have a couple of Science XP. I'll do Leslie Skinner for now. You may actually want to view of the aerodynamic ones. Yeah, I'm gonna put at least one more down. I'll put you in Colorado, because why not? Alright. Because honestly, there are a lot of scientist perks there, so. Okay, but so yeah, current situation. Seems like Brazil may be choosing to go down a monarchist path. And obviously, the, ooh. Actually. Okay, so it looks like they are choosing to go down the monarchist path. Whether it's a constitutional monarchy or revive the Kaiserreich, though, that will remain to be seen. But, yeah, I'm genuinely curious about that one. And then obviously, we do have Otto von Habsburg. But anyways, the election in 1936, the day the presidential election has arrived, incumbent FDR has already implemented several programs referring collectively as New Deal, intended to take the U.S. out of the Great Depression. While many of the efforts have been popular, his plans further extended the role and power of the government have been met with some criticism from his opponent, Republican Alf Landon. Coming from the oil industry, Landon wants to see greater economic freedom. Roosevelt and the Democratic Party want to expand Social Security and ensure economic stability. The election may be a close call or a major victory for the Democrats. And it'll be major victory for the Democrats, because we are going with FDR once again. So, alright. What do we got? That one. And the Dominions break with the Crown. Representatives of the Dominion governments today announced that they will unilaterally be breaking ties with the Crown. They cite the King's flagrant disregard for the opinions and wishes of the Dominion governments and their peoples as primary reason for why the British Commonwealth relationship can no longer continue. This crisis, brought on by the King's intent to marry Wallace Simpson, has now resulted in the formation of a new Commonwealth of Nations, with various dominions, and it seems that the present paralysis of the British government will preclude any action being taken in response to this move. This is undoubtedly what the dominions have hoped for. Okay, so it looks like the it did accept the path that I wanted Britain to go down, that is to empower the King's Party. Oh, and we now know what path Germany's going down. William II returns to the German Empire. In a surprise announcement yesterday morning, the German government officially lifted the exile on Wilhelm II. Later in the day, the old Kaiser's motorcade passed the Dutch-German border, and upon his return to Berlin, he was ceremoniously reinstated as Kaiser of the German Empire. The Kaiser has already vowed to see Germany return to its old greatness, but it remains to be seen which direction the nation will take in its diplomacy. That's interesting. And it looks like Norway's now embroiled in some sort of civil war. Oh! Quisling is starting a revolt, it looks like. So, that'll be interesting. We're gonna... Okay. And it looks like Utah wants us to build a munitions plant. Okay. And we got some too. Oh, we'll get started on some tank productions here. And we made some progress there as well. And we'll get some guns. Representative gets criticized. Okay. However, before I forget, let me actually get that munitions plant built here. Okay. And our nuclear research center in New Mexico is completed. So good. And there he is, old Robert Oppenheimer. And we'll just have him do his thing there for now. Ah! And here's the next war going on. That, of course, being the Spanish. And Brazil suspends democracy. This morning, President Vargas in Integras Brazil has announced over the radio that the nation was entering yet another state of emergency due to the risk of a coup by the Communist Party. According to the president, documents were found that indicated the Communists were in the late stages of planning to overthrow the government. With the support of the right-wing Integralist Party, Vargas has forced the opposition parties underground. The president announced that he would establish a new state with a new constitution in conjunction to the Integralist Party, who have valiantly saved the nation from Bolshevism. Given the past rhetoric and actions of the Integralists, it would seem liberal democracy in Brazil is at an end in all but name. Okay, so... yeah, they're definitely not going down the path of democracy over there, that's for sure. And... you know what? We'll do arsenal democracy. Regardless of whether or not we choose to intervene directly in war, democratic nations must know that we will arm and support them. Keep that going. Oh, and I did not actually notice that we had some things going on here, so let me take a look and see what we can get. Pacific. No, I don't really need that yet. Okay. And which... let's do... yeah, we'll do Ernst King, the Air Force, Navy going, I mean, and... let's see... and then we'll put MacArthur in charge of the army. Honestly, it's historic too, because he was chief of the army. So, the U.S. passes the Neutrality Act. Tensions rising around the globe. The U.S. Congress has been the scene of intense discussions about the role the U.S. should play on the world stage. Many members are concerned that the president might secretly be planning to intervene in a European or Asian war. Some still remember the role the country played in the Great War and anxious to keep the U.S. out of foreign entanglements. Eager to shore up support for his proposed programs of economic reform, FDR has made the Neutrality Act into law, which places heavy restrictions on trade with nations at war, and specifically prohibits the president from offering any kind of support to other nations. Our boys will not get entangled in foreign wars. Speaking of which, though, I am actually going to get some of units here recruited here then. Or at least just started. Obviously it's going to be a while before we have all the equipment ready to go. Okay. And it looks like we have type here. It's the naval treaty have rendered any real restrictions on submarine deck armament moot. The question remains, however, whether we should prioritize prestige armaments over tactical range. That would reduce the range. You know what? Yeah, flexible operations. Do that one. Help with range. Alright. As for the rest, look at some construction we've done. Help us get things going a little faster here. Oh, it is kind of interesting what's going on here in Spain, obviously. Just all the different things going on here. So, like, all these little pockets here of nationalist forces. And obviously, given the fact, too, that the nationalists have such a small holding here, it's clear that there's going to be other stuff going on. And what's going on in Estonia here? And another fascist war breaking out here. Yeah, it's that we have fascists trying to take over both Norway and Estonia by force, it looks like. So, that's interesting. Alright. That going. And the escalator clause is pretty much being invoked here. Subsidies. And now we have another war breaking out. Japan has declared war on the Japanese People's Republic. Yeah, this will be interesting to see. Apparently, yeah, Japan's trying to go communist. Although, every game that I've seen where Japan has tried to, go, communist like this, it always ends with the revolution being crushed, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But let us do Scientific Haven then, just so that we can increase our research a little more. Having asserted ourselves as the guardians of liberty in the world, we can welcome researchers and intellectuals driven out by the oppressive regimes abroad, giving them a chance to succeed and aid our cause in the land of opportunity. Alright. Does look like, actually, yeah, let me prioritize those. And not quite there yet. Okay. There. Okay. Yeah, we're good. So I would rather have that taken care of. Although, obviously, we are going to, other things here at some point. And, yeah, we'll get some more support equipment going. What's France up to, actually? I'm kind of curious about this. Huh. Communist refugees. Germany's move. Oh, that's interesting. Germany has moved to crack down on communism in their nation to the point where a large portion of their citizens are escaping across the Saar border into our country. So that's interesting. And the senator has retired. Interesting. What do we got? There's that. Okay. Oh, we already have enough research for something here. Yeah. Definitely glad that I chose Ernst King, actually, because this way we can get some naval research done, because regardless of what happens, I'm going to need to invest in a navy big time. Just so that we can make sure that everything is all good there, and so that we can protect our coastline. So that's the only immediate concerns that I have are just what will become of Canada and Mexico here. Actually, it does look like it's hard to say what's going on in Mexico right now. We'll just have to wait and see. Boost our weapons production. Okay. Let's do radio. Get that going. That's... Alright. And what do I want to do for the spirit of the academy here? Actually, I don't really have an experience game. Okay. Probably gonna have to look at that later. Henry Arnold. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Okay. So if I can get him, that'll be good because it'll really help with our air experience here. Well, obviously we have other things, but fortunately it does look like we have some farmer subsidies that will be... Hold up, actually. Additional military... Yeah, that, we did do that, so should be all good to go. Yeah, I'll just keep that going. Oh, shit, I am forgetting about Japan. Oh, shit! Well, that's a first. I've never actually seen Japan, the Japanese People's Republic, actually get that far. Are they actually still in the Civil War, or did they win already? I think they won already. Yeah, they won. Holy shit. So, yeah, Japan has gone communist, so that's, interesting. Invite the Imperial Guangdong territories to join the naval treaties. Nah, don't forget about that. So, that's, an interesting turn of events. Never actually seen what, Japan does. It's... Let me actually see what the thing even looks like now. Okay. Unthinkable option. Okay, so... Not really a whole lot. Oh! That'll be interesting. Fate of the Imperial family. Okay. Let's get radar. Go. Yeah. Alright. And scientific is done. Alright. And the Fair Labor and Standards Act. With the first signs of the slow recovery taking place, it is time to ensure that the workers get there to participate in it. This plan exploitative practices such as unpaid overtime and introduce a livable minimum wage. That we shall. Alright. And let's see. Nah. Although we'll do control system. And basic fortifications. Okay. Get that going. And got some. Oh! Peasant uprising in Krakow. The young state of Poland has erupted into civil war. Decades of government infighting and a total lack of investment in infrastructure in the rural eastern Poland led to a general strike from the nation's lower class earlier this year, and a continued brutal treatment of the strikers by the police and military has split the nation in two. The peasant government, headed by Stanislaw Mikołajewski, I probably butchered that name, is backed by the Democratic Front Workers faction of the Polish army and a coalition of Marxist socialists and liberals. With loyalist forces consolidated in the industrial heart of Poland and the peasants in the rural east, Poland is divided by the blood of the peasants. And what will this mean for Poland? I believe these are communists. Oh no, it's actually a Democratic faction here. So, that'll be interesting to see. And it looks like, yep, just like in real life, Quisling failed. But the Hindenburg accident disaster was nearly averted today when diesel fuel leak was discovered on the German passenger airship Hindenburg as it came to dock in Lockhurst Naval Air Station in the United States. The leak was promptly repaired. Had it gone unnoticed, flammable vapor could have resulted in a fire that would have engulfed the entire airship. Critics have long questioned the wisdom of passenger airliners given their spotty safety record, and this incident is bound to make them even more vocal. But that indeed is a close call. Alright. Alright. Let me... Yeah, screw it. Let's just get every infrastructure prioritized. Because by doing this, we can actually boost our production here. And we'll do that in all the main areas of the country. Because eventually I'm going to bring Alaska, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico into the fold here. Yeah, we'll wait then for the rest. You know what? In the meantime, those there, and Hawaii too. Okay. So we have all that going. And that should hopefully be enough. This 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then yeah, just throw this here. Actually, 2 more. And 10. Okay. There. That'll get us going good here. Okay. And we have our production. Although we are going to have to wait a little bit here yet. Oh, we got some progress. And military engineering. So useful to have. Got some basic artillery here. Let's get started on some of the ship stuff here. So honestly, with each of the things that we add on here, the Federal State of Austria breaks the Treaty of Saint-Germain en Laye. Without any warning whatsoever, we have been informed that the Federal State of Austria no longer will abide by the treaty, with all that entails. Most importantly, this means they will now rearm freely with no regard for the immediate limitations that set upon them after the Great War. Why they suddenly wish to rearm remains to be unseen. Okay. So, although it's just us, actually, that's doing this. That's interesting. So we either have the option to intervene and at least embargo them, or we could just let them do it. So, yeah, fine, we'll let them. That's fine. But this is interesting though. This actually looks like the nationalists here are on their last legs. So speaks out against the government policy. And they're still in control here. It'd be kind of interesting to see what happens to the Soviets, because I have no idea if they may be plotting the like some sort of civil war in there. So it'll be interesting to see, like, if like another socialist faction takes over, or if the old guard come back. So there's a lot that could happen there. But Amelia Earhart circumnavigates the globe. Famous aviator Amelia Earhart, known to many as the Queen of the Air, has completed the flight around the world together with her navigator, Fred Noonan. After a brief scare, the pair temporarily got lost while approaching Howard Island in the Pacific. The flight proceeded without incident, and this morning their Lockheed Electra touched down in Oakland, California. The ceremony is to be held at the White House next week, where Earhart is to be personally congratulated for her feat by the president. So, quite the achievement, and good for her. And what next, then? Still a little early for that, so we'll, yeah, do more support equipment here, actually. Just get that started. Great. And a major breakthrough on radar technology. That's good. So honestly, the sooner we can get that, the better. And since we unlock that... But, yeah, it's definitely kind of interesting here what's going on in Spain. And... yeah, Mussolini's still in charge there. And... let's do the War Department, actually. In an age of industrialized warfare, we must have an administration capable of harnessing the resources of our great nation to their fullest potential. Yeah, it's War Department stuff, so... hooray for us. Now we are gaining almost 1 point turn, so that's good. And another breakthrough there. Now we finally have enough where we can get an Air Force commander. And we will do Henry Arnold. So... now we can probably start looking at a few of these, war always changes. I don't think that's the exact quote there, actually. Spirit of the Navy. Yeah, we'll think about it. I might actually just be building up of our XP for this stuff here. And logistics company, let's get that started. Our fleets, actually, because now I believe, yep, they are all done. Yeah, let's get everything kind of combined together here. We'll put you here, and then we'll put all the subs in Los Angeles right now. And speaking of Los Angeles, just yeah, anyone watching this is in the LA area. I do hope that all of you are doing okay, that you're all safe with the fires that are going on there, and that you're just taking shelter from everything that's happening, because that's just devastating what's going on there with the fires. So, okay, but let us proceed here. Put all the main ships in Norfolk, and we'll put the submarines in New York here. Probably gonna have to further adjust these just to even it out, because I'm not entirely sure what is going to happen. But, so I do want to kind of spread our ships out evenly between the various locations here. And, nope, that's not what I was looking for. And where's the Asiatic fleet, actually? Is that, even though Japan is weakened, I do kind of want to, you know what? They can actually stay there for now. As for everyone else, we'll just combine them and call it there. Speaking of which, there. And what else have we got? And Newport News Shipbuilding. Alright. Part of the reason why I'm doing this too is because I do want to start doing some naval exercises just to help with the XP going on. Okay, and how are we doing over here then? There. Okay, so that's the Asiatic fleet. This... Okay. Well, the good news is that we have the different ones here. Pacific. Alright. Yeah, I think that will be good for now. And we'll do... Yeah, we'll do Admiral Halsey in charge of the Asiatic fleet. Okay. Good, and we'll get back to that later then, so... Oh, and there's the other part of the faction. It's like, I knew there was going to be something else popping up here. Although, given how little of the nationalists are left, I don't know what's going to happen here. But anyways, anarchist uprising in the Spanish Civil War. Continued government attempts at reasserting centralized control over the mostly independently acting anarchist communes in northeastern Spain, as well as Stalinist repression of dissidents and communist viewpoints, has now led to full-blown infighting in the Republican front. Initially limited to street fighting and low-scale clashes between militias and government or Stalinist forces, the unwillingness for either side to compromise has meant that conflict has rapidly escalated in just a few days. The reconciliation of military resources to deal with this internal threat means the front lines against the nationalists have been noticeably weakened. And it'll be kind of interesting here, because just to see what's going on. And then we have two other wars breaking out. India and Pakistan are at each other's throats, obviously. And, oh, that was just the region. But it does appear that that Chile is embroiled in a civil war. But this is interesting. Czechoslovakia surrenders Sudetenland to Germany. In a move that surprised many, Czechoslovakia today unilaterally surrendered the Sudeten region to Germany. When questioned, a source of the Czechoslovakian foreign ministers replied, it was obvious which way the wind was blowing. This was the only path to national survival. Another French minister reportedly condemned the move, claiming the West would have supported the Czechoslovakia had Germany pressured them. And Estonia's done, and the normal government has succeeded there too, just like the Norwegians did. Okay. And we now have the B-17. Let's get some range improvements here. American aviation. And progress on prototypes, and as there are radar stations as well. And another feather in the cap Boeing here then too. Keep paying the farmers subsidies. The more we do, the better. Now, I am curious to see what, if anything, changes here in Spain. Although it doesn't really look like anything has. Let us This company here. This company. Oh, I did not even realize that this is pretty much done. Let's do naval research here. Start helping with battleships, and more senators retire. And looks like the peasant revolt is making some progress here. Okay. And we'll do the Two-Ocean Navy Act. With war on the horizon, we must ensure that no enemy can ever set foot on American shores. Our Navy must be able to fight any enemy on either of the two great oceans that form our borders. That sounds reasonable. And more progress has been made on our engineering vehicles here. And representatives criticize the president. Of course they do. Doing here. Not quite done with our production yet. Field hospital's done. And let's get some signal companies. Alright. Active sonar. And get some depth charge throwers here. Could do production output. Oh, Sonny Mingo. Hello, what path are you going on? And did you grant statehood? I am actually going down the democratic path way for the U.S. in this one. And I haven't given statehood to any of the other territories yet. But eventually, down the road, I will be doing that. Right now, I'm just kind of focusing a little more on just making sure that everything is going smoothly with our economy. And this explains a lot. And now it's even smaller there. We've got the free support and Congress. Huh. You know, that's actually not a bad idea. It's a Carlist uprising in the Spanish Civil War, where you're being increasingly sidelined and having their influence over the nationalist front more and more curtailed. Carlist forces under Manuel Falconde have renounced their affiliation with the nationalist cause, declaring their own independent insurrection. The Carlists, which is predominantly in the north of the country, have turned their useful allies while at the same time continuing the fight against their Republican enemies. It's getting complicated. Get more free support in Congress is more effectively early. Honestly, yeah, you make a good point. Let's just do that. Make them states in a little bit of a year. So. And Edward VIII empowers the King's Party. Following the royal marriage between Edward VIII and Wallace Simpson, the King has now appointed the leaders of the newly formed pro-monarchist King's Party. Winston Churchill, Oswald Mosley, and David Lloyd George to form a new government after the nation's extended period without one. Supporters of Edward VIII applaud the formation of a royal government, but critics point out that the new government is so supportive of the king's wishes that we might as well consider the king to be, de facto, an absolute monarch. It kinda will be. But, oh my. Polish Republic. Oh, that's interesting. So they're going down the democracy path then. So, yeah, good for them. Now, yeah, let's get started on some of these. So get Springfield Armory going. Alright. Wait, what the? What on earth's going on? Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, that's right, because since Hungary had the Habsburg king return, they are now trying to go down the political union with Austria here. So that'll be interesting. They are going down. Yeah, we're probably going to see the restoration of Austria-Hungary then. That'll be fun. Obviously, since we have Kaiser Wilhelm back on the throne in Germany, and the specific one, Kaiser Wilhelm II, you may actually see a return of the Central Powers, too. Although that begs the question, what is actually going on in Turkey right now? I'm going to check that. Just a moment. Okay. Any changes going on here? Or daily democracy support? Might be going down a democratic route here. It'd be kind of interesting to see. Despite the anarchist uprising, it does look as though the Republican Spain here is kind of holding its own for now. It looks like some of our troops are finally starting to... Oh, one was. So, not really that much of a change. Okay. And pay more of the farm subsidies here. Front Navy Act. And let's start the War Plans Division, actually. While we might desire peace, we must prepare for war. That's pretty much the best way to go about it. Oh, their cruiser cell rates are done. That's good. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. Probably won't focus too much on Navy until I get some of the different things going on. So, and we've got some advancements on military engineering vehicles as well as our radar. So. Honestly, I was not expecting state. Oh, and they're already allied. And it looks like. Oh, so it's not going to be Central Powers, it's Middle Europa. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, this is all new, like I said, because I've like half of these different pathways that these nations are taking are brand new to me. Like, for example, I have actually never seen Japan go communist in a game before, so this will be fun to see. Alright, and we do have ability here. I don't really need any super heavy battleships, though. Let's do a fleet submarine. Okay. Tires. Yep. Well, that stinks. Maintenance course done. Let's get some improved infantry going. Good. Kind of surprised nothing's happened in the Soviet Union yet. So, but I'm sure it'll change at some point. Keep going this way then too, because I do want to be. Oh, good. And our military engineering vehicles are done. So that I do want to get 1940 stuff for the ships done. Just so that we can focus on the others. And the Spanish directory is taken over. Oh, so the fascists are out. Now it's just the royalists and the anarchists. Yeah, looks like the Republic is going to end up winning there, so. Let's get that researched. Naval yards. But, yeah, my plan with regards to the Navy is to essentially research up to the 1940 equipment. Let me actually just go back in here for a second. And then once I get all these ones here researched, then I'm gonna start pumping out the ships. But for now, I just wanna keep making things going here. Most hearings into presidential misconduct. And radars researched. Good. It's kind of interesting, though, how, essentially, this faction of China has, kind of taken control of all the Japanese, like, islands here in the Pacific. Although, honestly, that's probably a benefit to us. Is that, since China kind of owns it, and they don't really have much of a navy, at least at the moment, it'll, kind of allow us to focus more on other areas for now. I'm gonna go strategic destruction here, actually. Just make sure that we have that going. Anything else? It looks like Pakistan and India have, there we go. Now we, have something going on in the Soviet Union. And, we'll have to see which option they are going with. But for now, let us see here. Yeah, Maritime Commission. While most laymen only focus on warships, the true experts know that it is the humble cargo vessels that win wars. To increase the amount of shipping available in times of war, we will form a special board to coordinate their construction. Alright, and what's going on in the USSR? The Soviet Civil War. Once again, there is open fighting in Soviet Russia. This time, however, it is not a war between the Bolsheviks and the Whites, but rather a war between rivaling factions within the Communist Party. Joseph Stalin holds the capital, while rebels, led by Pasha Aryutovich. Excuse me. And let me try that last name one more time. Aryutovich. Yeah, close enough. Based around Archangels. Rumors are circulating that Pasha's rebellion is sponsored by foreign powers, but the validity of those rumors remains to be seen. So, yeah, we'll see if they manage to break it. Like, obviously, since they kind of have that whole port there, definitely gives them a little bit of an edge. However, it'll also kind of depend on how much stuff they managed to get done during that time before the war started. So, let's just take a look and see. And of course, we do have the other little rebellions popping up here and there. Curious. Oh, nope, nothing inflatable stuff. Okay. And firefighting drills. We'll do that one then too. Yeah. And I forget if Pasha's left or right wing in regards to the socialist aircraft specialist speed. Okay. And we'll do max range. It's there. So honestly, that's a little more beneficial for the stages that we were doing. Actually, doing quite well. Rebels so far, at least. It's done. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, so run. You there for a moment. Okay. Do this. Get the, yeah, do the report news. Actually, I could... Actually, yeah. What am I waiting for? I could just do it this way. Okay. What exactly do we have? Holy shit! Okay, yeah. They definitely have an edge. They have anywhere between 63 to 210 divisions, while the Soviet Union itself has 16 to 100. So, yeah, they definitely have an edge and should hopefully be able to consolidate their gains. And Italy abandons the naval treaty. It's announced that Italy will no longer consider herself bound to the naval treaties she had signed. So, that's unfortunate. And what else have we got here? German equipment. Okay. Actually, that reminds me. Should get started on forming some sort of agency here. Senators votes for government proposal. Oh, it looks like... Yep, the anarchists are done, so, it is just the Carlists that are left in, Navarro. So. Okay. Can we... Nope, it's not quite ready yet. Let's do intervention in Europe. Less than 2 decades after the end of the Great War, the nations of Europe are once again poised for war. We must be prepared in case the situation requires swift intervention. Because, yeah, it will be interesting to see. Okay. Those are done. What can we do here? Let's get some armor protection going. Yeah, tank designer. Alright. And get some commando training going. Seem kind of evenly matched here so far. Oh, and there goes the last thing there. But Republican victory in the Spanish Civil War. After a long and grueling civil war, the Second Republic has finally defeated their anarchist and nationalist enemies and secured full control over Spain. Although isolated pockets of nationalist troops continue to wage guerrilla war that may well hamper the exertion of local Republican control in previously nationalist areas, it is unlikely further coordinated resistance of any significance will materialize. Against all odds, relying on minimal Soviet aid, the Spanish Republic was able to maintain its democratic integrity while beleaguered both by internal and external enemies. As the nation focuses on rebuilding its war-torn cities and industry, it remains to be seen what a democratic Spain will do in the current world crisis. So, that will be interesting to see. And defense is going here as well. Can we make some progress on it? Okay. Stardom of area approaches the German Empire. Bulgarian government has signed a commercial agreement with several German companies in an attempt to strengthen ties with the German Empire while stimulating the injection of foreign capital under the country. Under this agreement, German investors will receive significant legal benefits and tax reductions when operating in the Tsardom of Bulgaria. Fascinating. Bangladesh has gone to war then. Pakistan. Okay. Let's get you. Yeah. This will do. And when are our new states going to be here then. Should be coming up here soon. Oh yeah, 10 days. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Stalin's trying for a naval invasion there. You know, I don't think that these rebels are actually going to win. Yeah, I think they're going to lose. Oh, good. The Federal Housing Act is done. As part of our ongoing efforts to eradicate poverty in the United States, we will create a program of federally subsidized housing. That taken care of then. Try that expansion. Yeah. Training. And who the heck are you? George Muslin. Yeah, I'll do the next one. Signal companies are done. And approve heavy battery. New president of Uruguay. Like Gabriel Chera, the president of Uruguay, has announced last week that he was holding elections and stepping down from power. Rule by which extended through a coup d'etat in 1933. Power will hereby be handed down to the leader of the National Party of Uruguay, Luis Alberto de Hera. Or Herrera. One of the two, I don't know. Okay. And we do have 51 states now, so that's good for us. We made some. Oh, we lost progress actually on that fleet submarine. Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's do that one. Because honestly, it's our ships that are eating up a lot of the stuff. Though, I should probably get Henry Stimson at some point, because that extra bonus there would be good for our industry. Fortunately, once we get federal housing done, we should be able to get rid of this, and we'll be able to help get our industry moving a little faster. Oh, I was wondering what the French were doing in this one. French communists take power. Following the long period of political and economic reforms, the communist ministers in the Popular Front government today demanded that the remaining ministers of center either step down and acknowledge the Communist Party as the sole party of the government, or join the Communist Party immediately. At the same time, armed workers from a number of large government-owned factories moved to occupy strategic locations around the country. The army, under orders from Paris, has remained in the barracks and refused to intervene. By nightfall, the communist coup was complete and the new government had secure power. They have avoided fascism by choosing the worst possible alternative. So yeah, the French Commune has been born. Oh, they actually were able to push the Soviets into the sea up here. So, yeah, maybe they do have a chance. We have known that we need to focus our efforts on designing new types of long-range submarines. Should our submarines be silent and deadly hunters, or do we want them to be more land resilient to dangers? Okay, attack capabilities, sturdy structure. Yeah, sturdy structure. That way we can hopefully get them to survive. Oh, is there another one available? Yeah, so there is. Although I'm probably not going to use the flamethrower So I'm probably just going to have them continue researching. Keep on. That's the Fourth International. Number of communist delegates from around the world met in Paris today for a founding conference, laying the groundwork for what has been known as the Fourth International. Calls for its formation have existed for years, with supporters of Trotsky's theories taking the lead. Stalin responded to growing support of Trotskyism abroad by ordering additional assassinations and increased propaganda against his old rival. But the past purges of suspected Trotskyites and high rankings of the Soviet military leadership in recent memory, this is unlikely to be met with any resistance. Oh, I'm actually curious. Nope. No, you're not. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if they were going to be forming the Fourth International there or not. It's kind of interesting to see. Alright. Magnetic mine. Nah. Yeah, let's do military police. Get that taken care of. And there we have it. Federal Housing Act is now complete. Let's do the M1 Thompson. And with it, let's some armor. Complete armor. External armor. We'll do that one. And okay, that's done. Let's do fund the Navy. We must be able to adapt to anything our enemies throw at us. Increasing funds to the Navy exercises will lead to a more efficient Navy that can tactically outperform our enemies. And let's get more infrastructure damage there. Alright. Okay. How much? Okay, we're making 1.1 political power per day. That's good. Chile was annexed. Oh. So, the Mapuche state. So, Chile has gone fascist. And Mapuche nationalism has been present in our nation for all that long. We must therefore mold itself to ensure it takes the shape that we most desire. So, yeah, that's interesting. And social classes, norms for all society into a new one, we can make it prosperous once again. Okay. So it essentially is putting the natives in charge, if I'm not mistaken. At least I believe that's how the Mapuche path goes. I could be wrong about that. Great Portugal declared war on Portugal. This is interesting. Okay. So that's fascist and the ones. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. What does it look like here? So Greater Portugal has anywhere between 4 to 24 divisions, while the Kingdom of Portugal, opposition suffers defeat, great, it has anywhere between 6 to 20. So that'll be interesting. It looks like the list of our infrastructure is finally starting to make progress. Elections to rise every 2 years. Yeah. Okay. That is done. Let's actually, yeah. Let's put fire artillery here. And they really are not moving much here in the Soviet Civil War. Okay. Let's do intervention in Asia. Why not? Oh, I got to read that. Often overshadowed by developments in Europe, Asia has its own trouble spots, forcing us to prepare for an intervention. There. Yeah, I'm surprised that the Soviets just have not made any progress here. That one's kind of stuck, but yeah, that is definitely a stalemate, that's for sure. Okay, political advisor, especially since we have our infrastructure pretty much done here. Now we can start focusing on the other stuff. Probably gonna try and get out of the civilian economy then too as soon as I can. Or not civilian economy, the disarmed nation. I need to get the... There's a particular national focus I need to do first, though. I forget exactly which one. Yeah, let's get started on these. Detector. And the next ones. Alright. These ones you're taking care of first. Alright. Stealth focus. Yeah, we'll do stealth. Okay. Hell, we do have a few of them here. Okay. Canada seeks immediate patriation. After breakdowns and negotiations with Westminster and an unprecedented 63-hour debate, the Canadian Parliament overturned the British North American Act. Instead, enshrining the Canadian Constitution in laws untouched by the British Parliament or monarchy. Although not anti-British move in its own right, it signals a move away from the Commonwealth policies of the old empire. While a natural step to take for any country wanting to ensure their future stability, it does nothing to alleviate the already tense state of global politics. So Canada's going down the path of a republic, looks like. Slowly starting to. What's we got here? Yeah, got some experience out of that one, so that's good. And honestly, we are kind of reaching that point where in the game where I probably could actually start looking at getting some nuclear research going as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Looks like Austria's having a bit of civil war here then as well. Chilean earthquake. An earthquake of magnitude 8.3, maximum on the Richter scale, has left the Chileans of Chilean in complete ruin, with that total above 28,000. Construction and relief efforts are underway, but many have already been displaced, and the countries in the region are unsure of how to best resolve the issue. It does look like there is a socialist uprising going on in Vienna right now, so that's fun. But we'll do intervention in the Americas. Our first order of business must be to ensure that we are prepared for any eventuality in our own hemisphere. You know what? On second thought, I think I may actually continue down that one and form our own faction, actually, because it would not hurt to get that taken care of right away. And I should probably one and two. Oh shit! Wrong. Artillery. There we go. Okay. And yeah, I'm imagining the socialist state of Austria here is gonna capitulate eventually, because they're at war with both Austria and Hungary. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Oh, right. I'm probably gonna get a lot more of the ships going on. Oh. Oh, Italy's embroiled in a civil war, it looks like. What's going on? Huh, communists. Okay. A lot of communists. Holy shit, what is going on here? We have... Okay, Greece has turned communist. They are allied with normal Yugoslavia. And then Tito has declared war on them. Holy moly. Everything is going nuts here. Oh. And somehow the communist Italians have Ethiopia under their control here. Alright. Italian diplomatic isolation. Diplomatic relations between the Italian Union and the German Empire have taken a turn for the worse recently. A string of minor diplomatic incidents being seized upon by the German government to fuel hostile rhetoric. Though Italo-German relations have begun to improve in recent years, these new developments seem to effectively preclude any future cooperation between the two European powers. Critics point out the concurrent improvement in Anglo-German relations, as well as the convenience that Italian diplomatic isolation provides to the British, which may indicate backroom deals between the two nations. British have been plotted. Indeed. Alright. So many communist uprisings. We have Italy, Yugoslavia, Greece, Austria, all just falling. It does appear that Czechoslovakia has fallen sway under the Hungarians then. Let's get a little more radar. Then obviously we do have the Republican uprising in Poland here. This is kind of interesting here. I was not expecting this. Does look like Bangladesh has now won its independence. So good for them. And Italian Union in Europe is kind of losing itself. You know what? Yeah, let's reaffirm the Monroe Doctrine. Dating over 100 years, the Monroe Doctrine codified U.S. intervention in the case of European attempts to colonize the Americas, but stay out of European affairs. Strengthening our role as peacekeepers on these continents will improve our influence in the region. And we'll continue going down that way so that we can actually get our own faction going. at some point down the road. The fleet submarine is done. Right. As well as the other equipments here. There we go. Now I can actually see it. Don't know why it does this glitch every now and then. Yeah, shit. And it's not what I wanted to do. Come on. Work with me here, people. There we go. You know what? Let's actually talk to you. Okay. That'll work. And you know what? Let's do disperse here. Actually, help a little bit of our defenses, and get the rest of the stuff down here. All right. And the Socialist Austrians have been defeated. Anti-tank upgrades. It's doing well. It'll be kind of interesting. It's that if the communists here in the Italian Union are able to pull things off, let's see. Ooh. Okay, the end of the League of Nations. The declaration of war on Ireland by Great Britain, the League of Nations has failed its attempt to preserve peace. They were to openly mock the League's inability to do anything, and with that, took the country out of the League. When all the world leaders also questioning the point of the League of Nations, it cannot prevent the conflicts. The days of the League are de facto over. While the Council continues to meet, no one expects it to actually accomplish anything anymore. Whatever authority the Council once had is now long lost. And it looks like, with that, the British are starting their expansionism. And it does look like, I don't know. Or at least Portugal is. Between the fascists and the monarchists. So. And we'll see what happens there. Alright. Position suffers a defeat. Gray. Oh, that's for the nations of the Caribbean. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. History has shown that the nations of the Caribbean are quite unstable. We might have to move quick to protect American interests should any of them should any of them fall into instability. Command. We train production. What other political advisors can I get here? Compassion, gentlemen. I'll probably wait until Time Industries research, then I can get the other one there. Continue to pay farmer subsidies. Okay. I'll wait a little bit. Yeah, on that one. Okay. And we'll do the centimetric radar. It does look like little by little the fascists are starting to gain ground in Africa, but while they're gaining ground there, they're losing ground in Europe. Oh, this is new. United British Isles. Great Britain and Ireland united once again. In a historic announcement, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland has been proclaimed, bringing together the islands of Great Britain and Ireland into a single political entity. This union marks a significant turning point in British history, emphasizing collaboration and unity among its nations. The formation of the United Kingdom is expected to reshape regional dynamics and strengthen the country's position in global affairs. So now they are known as the United British Isles. That's interesting. Then again, it might be because I have the colorize your country button, so I don't know. It could be one or both. Yeah. And do the big guns. Groups then. Oh. Just so that we can get all of our other ships at least trained up here. Let's do field exercises here. Please get everything update. Okay. Okay. I should probably make sure that I do have plenty of repairs going here then too. We'll do 20 for now. Okay. Alright. And it'll be good too, just to make sure that all these ships are trained up. My concern is honestly more of the British than anything. Navy Treaty abrogated with the outbreak of war. The Swedish government is officially... Wait, Sweden was part of the... I did not know they were. Germany at war again. Although many wished a long-lasting peace in Europe, these events have left Germany on the path to war once again. Despite clearly violating the Treaty of Versailles, German troops have mobilized and are ready to once again go on the offensive. German officials state that they will no longer keep their island demilitarized, arguing they need to protect German citizens in the area. It looks like they are all at war. Okay, so it looks like it is just Yugoslavia and Romania. Oh, and Greece. Okay. Oh. And they are at war with French here. Okay. So it looks like it is just those. Greece has declared war on Bulgaria. Jesus, everybody's on the move. There's a war going on here, buddy. It's just complete chaos right now. And I'm all for it, honestly. Untied States declared war on Argentina. Alright. And Hemisphere defense. Regardless of any foreign entanglements, we must first and foremost look to our own neighborhood. Because the Mapuche state is likely going to try and continue expanding north, if I know it correctly. And oh, damn! I did not realize that the German Empire had annexed Latvia. So that's interesting. Get a few more sound effects going here then, because obviously Europe's at war, so all that good stuff going. It will be interesting to see how hours here go about. And it looks like Stalin's forces have started to press the attack there, so yeah, I think we may end up with their own. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay. We got some other ships going. Let's continue on with these other upgrades here. Some groups criticize the president. Diplomatic interests across North American continent aligning, and Europe in greater turmoil by day. Canada has posed a radical rule. By entering a mutual defense pact, we can ensure the safety and integrity of the Americas while significantly expanding our political and military operations in any given situation. Mackenzie King stated it was an obvious choice to ensure the prosperity of the United States as well as Canada, and FDR seems to agree. It is difficult to argue. Yeah. We'll do that. And so, okay. And United States and Canada formulates an alliance, having cooperated with some time through joint defense boards. No political partnership has developed between the United States and Canada, termed the North American Alliance. The program aims to further North American interests to align foreign affairs, including all matters of defense and military action. With Canada still discovering its post-colonial self and American politicians practically fighting each other over isolation and interventionist policies, the newly formed alliance may offer both countries foreign policy direction they are sorely lacking. Okay. So we have an alliance. And it looks like... Okay, so Japan appears to have formed a faction with Communist China. I did not realize the Greeks had their own faction going there. Kind of interesting to see what the is going. And actually, it's kind of good to know too that the Canadians decided to keep going down the democratic path, because actually that helped us quite a bit. Because they beat us to the punch, actually, in getting the faction created. Really? British are justifying against this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna... You know what? No. Clear that. I'm not doing it. Okay. How are our ships doing? Have they finished their training? And it looks like they have. Alright. Still training here a little bit. Screw it. No need to have them train with wounded ships, so just bring them all back. And what's the other one? Okay. Yeah, bring them all back. There. Radar Hungary proclaimed. With major political and territorial shifts, Otto von Habsburg has proclaimed the formation of Greater Hungary, restoring the kingdom to its former borders before the Treaty of Trianon. This reunification brings together Hungarian-speaking peoples from lands lost after the First World War. The creation of Greater Hungary is a bold move, reshapes in Central Europe and challenging the existing regional order. Okay. these guys still... They are not. Although apparently they're more the French. Okay. And obviously, since we have that, we now have other countries joining in. Colombia's accepted, Costa Rica, Ecuador, Honduras, and Mexico. And Panama too. Cuba as well. Haiti, the Republic. So pretty much all the democracies have accepted. Alright. And India's declared war on free India. So that's interesting. Is this part of the British they're doing, or is this just India's focus tree? Yeah, hard to say. Okay. Let's... Oh, I can probably turn off the things here then. Nope. Let's do War Plan Red. Okay. After appearing to be on the path of respecting the people, our old oppressors are now at odds with the winds of change. We must accept it. The British Empire is showing its true colors. We must let them know where we stand. Oh. And, okay, it looks like we now got all these, so we'll do the, Mexican one here, because it's gonna read the, exact same thing. United Mexican States joins the North American Alliance. Earlier today, the U.S. and Mexican states issued a joint statement to the latter that has now been formally granted member status into the North American Alliance. Whether this partnership will be used for offensive or defensive purposes remains to be seen, but undoubtedly extensive joint military planning is already underway. Soviet-French Pact. A pact of mutual assistance between the Soviet Socialist Republic and the French Commune was signed yesterday in Archangels by diplomats of both countries. The agreement is part of the policies of collective security proposed by the Soviet People's Tsar of Foreign Affairs, Karen Slitanov. Under this pact, Soviets and the French Commune have pledged to defend each other in the event of aggression from hostile powers. Fascinating. And the Kingdom of Portugal has fallen. So it appears that Greater Portugal is now taken over that area. Basic stuff. Okay. Directions. Get that going then too. Okay. Continue to pay the farmer subsidies off. It looks like yeah, Poland gave up Galicia, so that's interesting. And obviously, too, Romania's kind of on its last legs. No, let's actually get started on the atomic research then. Because now that we have an alliance going, the moment that the British attempt to come back after Canada, they are going to be coming at us with everything they've got. Okay. Greece. French Greece. Okay. And Greater Bulgaria proclaimed. Major development. Boris III has announced the formation of Greater Bulgaria, uniting the various Bulgarian territories into a single political entity. This significant event marks the transformation in history of the Balkans, strength of cooperation. Okay. battle offers support. Senator pros to cut deals. Okay. Okay, so they want a civilian. Okay. Yeah, we'll build that civilian factory there. Yeah, let's get that taken care of. What else? Going to be building something else there, but whatever. Alright. Can I cannot. Our power support is still very slow. Alright. Let's get started on upgrading our aircraft here then. Dawn of the Asian League. Even in your Guangdong territories, famed for its faith beyond strength, superiority, and its nation is not beyond forming alliances with those they respect. We announced today the final agreements have been made about the Asian League, a military coalition which purported for honorable nations destined for greatness. With this greatness intended to come to form, building the ideal society within the borders of the respected nations, or by working together to beyond them, the world may not know until it is too late. Okay, so let us here. Okay. French Yugoslavia capitulates. So we got another there. And Romania is probably going to capitulate very soon. Ooh. Brazil engages in aggressive foreign policy. The Brazilian government is taking an increasingly belligerent and assertive stance on foreign policy issues as of late. After decades of turmoil, it seems the latest regime now finds itself secure enough to look beyond their borders for opportunities that benefit integralist Brazil at the expense of its neighbors. What this means for our relationship with the Brazilian government remains to be seen. So that'll be interesting. Actually, it looks like the Mapuches are going to be taken over by Argentina here. So, good for them, I suppose. Oh, shit. I forgot to one here. Let's do War Plan Yellow. China has been in a state of civil war for more than a generation. There is no telling when the situation deteriorates to the point where we have to intervene. Okay. Perfect. And how are we doing here? Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to make one change here. Let's put in Signal Company, Field Hospital, and yeah, Mobile Logistics. Oh, dude. What are we missing? Truck. How do we not have trucks? I feel silly now. Alright. Well, production of that up there. Okay. Going then as soon as we're able to. Okay. Get some experimental rockets going here then too. Essentially just get all the different research things going. And at the same time, I'll do you. Alright. And the Mapuche state has capitulated. Alright. definitely feel it in my bones that things are about to go off at some point here. Alright. Just declared war on Ecuador. Kingdoms take 10 states. Okay, so Romania's been annexed. What? Or maybe not. I'm gonna fix that. Here. Alright. Yeah. We'll say... And we'll give you to area. That can stay in Romanian hands. Okay. Okay. And we'll give it to you. Okay. What song is this? Twilight of the Gods. Okay. Okay, and that's enough border rearranging here. Yeah, Mexican oil nationalized. Lorenzo Cardenas has been stirring up populist nonsense aimed at our economic interests in Mexico. Now the Party Revolutionary Institucional has passed legislation to nationalize the assets of the Royal Dutch Shell, Standard Oil of California, and many other international oil firms. Although their constitution allows this action, international justice demands compensation for the losses suffered by the firms. Oil barons are demanding we act. Nothing. Force farms must be considered. Yeah, there's nothing we can really do. Okay. So they are allies after all, so. And just suck it up, Buttercup. Okay. Do that. What else have we got? War in South America, stemming from the disputes that have been happening in the regions of Estaza and Santiago Zamora on the border of Peru and Ecuador. Ever since the dissolution of the Gran Colombia, skirmishes have now started to occur between the two countries' forces. Due to the recent settlement in the borders with Colombia, Peruvian soldiers have felt confident in pushing their claims against the weaker Ecuadorian state, and the skirmishes have now escalated into open conflict. This will test the stability of the region, as other countries may attempt to intervene. Alright. Oh, shit. That's right. Well, they are our allies now. So, that we shall. We will join in on them. Can we? We can. Oh, we can. Right.
All in.
Let's just get started here.
Orders. Attention.
Actually, take a look at these. Okay, I did have one there. Okay, yeah, 2 divisions should be enough here. Or 2 armies, I guess.
All in.
Okay. Alright. We'll send these forces down there. Yeah, it'll be good. I can actually get a little bit of experience here. Okay. Now... who do we want to put in charge here? We'll put Omar Bradley... and... what else we got? And we'll put you in charge. Okay.
Move.
Alright, and we'll bring our army down there. And I guess this way, too, we can actually get a, essentially another ally in our thing. But this way, we can actually just make sure that, no. Alright. Rather ballsy of them, though, to actually... Millie Earhart wants to enlist. As American mobilizes for war, we must have received an unusual request. Millie Earhart, famous aviator who successfully circumnavigated the globe not long ago, wishes to enlist in the Army Air Corps as a fighter pilot. She has demonstrated considerable skill in mock dogfights, but there are many within the military establishment who frown upon the idea of having a woman flying combat missions. Should we make an exception for her in case and let her join? Yeah, we'll let her. Oh shit. Real civil war in Canada. Oh, of course. Of course it does it now. Pro-imperial settlements in Canada have risen up in open revolt against the government, demanding immediate return to the nation as dominion of the British Empire. The situation has now escalated to a full-blown civil war, and the Canadian government has accused the United British Isles of supplying the insurgents with modern weapons and munitions they require, which the British government has categorically denied. And of course, this happens immediately after I deploy the bulk of my army to the south. What forces have I got
Yes,
left?
sir.
Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
our canal forces. I'm gonna have to send half the army back. Okay. Come here, you. Mike, I need you to, warm up on, British. Okay. So, we are now completely at war. We need to increase our mobilization. Space out against government policy. Okay.
Ready.
So, yeah, this happened a little faster than I was expecting.
Orders.
Continue here. Okay. And I, yeah, much in terms of forces here. Fuck it. Okay. Case. The Oceanic Fleet. Just kind of off from Hawaii for now. And I did not even... Okay. Let me split this in half here. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Alright. And you... So immediately... rest of you here. Just secure the coastline. Okay. So I am kind of in deep shit. Alright, I need military factories. So we'll change production there.
Attention.
And our forces are. And the Mexican compensation. The government of Cardenas has agreed to demands from Royal Dutch Shell and Standard Oil in California for compensation in exchange for the losses sustained by the firms during the nationalization of oil fields. Though the Mexican states will not give back any oil concessions, at least our national prestige and financial interests are stated. Right. And the giant awakens. Nations turn to us to protect the values of democracy and liberty. The world where non-interventionist America was born no longer exists, and we must adapt accordingly. Right. We have that. Right. You. And we'll have him here. We're essentially going to blockade the west coast of the whatever that Canadian faction is, because they are in deep doo-doo. And let us split those guys in half. Just convoy raiding here then as well. We do have our allies joining in. Okay. Free India was annexed.
Lance.
That's not good. Okay. Burke. Alright, there. Now we actually have a little bit going on. Oh, I should probably get our fighters in the air, now that I think about it.
Ready to move.
And we do have our forces moving in. That's good. Yeah. Pull them back from the depth ocean here. Just kind of bug the coast for now. Alien Union has declared war on the... Okay. Keep that going.
Attention.
Okay. And yeah, we lost a lot force there.
All
But,
in.
we do appear to be winning, though, there, so that's good, at least. Alright. Okay. Survivability. Honestly, I was not expecting to have to pick work this early. But, so we are. Alright. Alright. Ooh, that was a good fight. Took out 14 destroyers. Alright, so that's good. Firstly, oh, that's interesting. So we can actually options on the others. Don't need to worry about that for now. Okay.
Attention.
Good news is that our allies are doing pretty well without us here for the time being. We're definitely gonna have to bring in some reinforcements. Execute Warplan Gray. Well, execute Warplan Red once we actually get to Britain itself, so. Our ship's doing okay. Hawaii is still probably gonna actually spread the Asiatic fleet to a few more of it here. All right, yeah, just kind of guard that area. Good news is that I don't believe they'll be heading there anytime soon, basically, but still best just to go back.
Attention.
All right. Get that started then. And get some cannons going here then too. But yeah, we have a war going on between the Americans and Canadians on one side and the UK on the other. Alright, and the Giant awakens. Military construction. Time industry. We have a strong industry, but not all of it is well adapted for production of raw materials. Finding efficient processes to facilitate this change will be key to utilizing our resources. Now was annexed. Alright. Yeah, let's get some military high command going here then as well. What other political advisors have we got? Compassionate gentlemen. And we'll wait until we get Standard Oil. Alright. Hey, we actually took out a few things here. That's good. that way then.
Taking cover.
Actually, I have an idea of where we can put our air forces here. Have them help over here. Take Vancouver. Said if we could at least get these traders here to capitulate, then we'd be in good business. Support. Invest in the economies. Okay.
Ready to move. Advance.
Get that going. Alright. And that's doing good. Okay. Yeah, let's just do that. This way then to help with our production.
Attention.
Dares wins.
Ready to move.
Let's go and take the moving capital. I do see that it is basically untouched at the moment. Take it.
Keep on attacking.
Alright. Let's artillery. And the German Empire's declared war on the Belgian Congo. Alright. Yeah, 5 convoys have been destroyed there. That's not good. So it looks like that's where most of the troops are going. Although it does look like we have them surrounded now, so let's see how much longer they're able to. Okay, so the German Empire is straight up going after their former colonies. Out 10 destroyers and a cruiser. Very nice. Looks like our efforts to build up our navy certainly paid off. There they are. Okay. Get them up here then too. Yeah, just have them all do cast missions. Alright. Alright. We need to take Vancouver. More in that convoy. That's unfortunate. And where's my... Okay, so we do have enough for more than just what we had. Just criticize the president. Now is not the time. We were kind of dragged into this war, so it's not our fault. The rest decided to be a bunch of jerks. And the same can be said for the Peruvians down here. Okay, so if we're lucky, we might be able to... These Oh, it was Bolivia that capitulated. Okay, it took me a moment there to understand what happened, because I was thinking to myself, it's like, someone capitulated, and shouldn't,
Orders.
put it that way.
Ready to move.
There we go. Alright, now let me take a look at these things here. So now that I am in control of this... You know what? I might actually just, put them now. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna puppet them. Though. Alright. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. There. Blockade Venezuela. Why blockade Venezuela? Huh. Wait, are they supplying the British? They aren't. So why is it giving us that option? Oh! So it would cut off the oil to, essentially everyone. Although, that would seriously hurt our relations with most other countries that we are currently not at war with. It's tough. Alright. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Yes, sir.
At any rate, we have completed this war, so let us get things back over here. Put them at the ports. And get them ready to go back. And Carl the Second abdicates. Pressured by powerful elements in his government, King Carol the Second of Romania saw no choice but to announce and sign his abdication. His successor, King Michael, but many of the dictatorial powers obtained by Carol have been vested back into the government, so it is unlikely the young king will be able to wield similar power as his predecessor. Following his abdication, Carol appears to have emptied his expansive bank accounts and has fled into exile, taking up residence in one of Mexico City's more expensive neighborhoods with his mistress, Magda Pescu. Amusing. Alright. Construction. With superpowers threatening world peace, our public works projects need to be turned towards military matters as well as civilian ones. Alright. It's kind of annoying. I wasn't even done getting myself prepared for a war, and yet I was thrust into one before I was completely finished.
Attention.
Alright. Plus side, at least we have some action here. Okay. I think I know where I'm gonna put my card.
Come on, move out.
German Empire's declared Italy seeks to join the North American Alliance. Whether we shall. As the current upheavals of international politics continue to reverberate through the world, so this is Latain and deemed us to be the greatest chance of survival in these tumultuous times. We therefore request to be admitted to our alliance so that we may weather the coming storm together. Whether we shall. Norway joins our alliance. Greater Portugal joins Middle Europa. Earlier today, the German Empire and Greater Portugal issued a joint statement. Matters have a formally granted member status into Middle Europa. Whether this partnership will be used for offensive or defensive purposes, blah blah blah. We've read that many times. Okay. Alright. That. Just going. The Italian Union does appear to be some less things here. Yeah, they were able to defeat that, and obviously because of what's going on. Germans have their defense themselves here. Sounds good. Okay. I need to start getting some sort of ships ready here, actually. Some sort of reset. Ah, shit. I do not have all the components needed for it, so let me see what. What about carriers? Do I have all the presets for that? Yes, I do. Get some radar built. Alright. Tubes. Actually do radar here. Because I do know that radar does work a little better than the other stuff. Super heavy battleships here. Or not super heavy, but just heavy in general.
All in.
Bastards. So push into Alaska. Not if we can help it. Oh wait, that was a battery. Something. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Dual purpose battery. Yeah, we'll keep that going. Some landing craft going here. Just get everything else. The military here. German empires declared war in Poland. Bulgarian government supports the IMRO. Earlier today, the Bulgarian leader Boris III publicly announced that the government will seek to negotiate with Ivan Kar, one of the most important chiefs of the Northern Macedonian Revolutionary Organization. The cessation of hostilities between the IMRO and the Bulgarian authorities, according to the Minister of Interior Affairs, Bulgarian Empire needs to cooperate with the organization to liberate the many Bulgarian Empire Macedonians living in the SFR, Yugoslavia, and the People's Republic of Belarus. Okay. So they're going to war with each other again. It is insane. Just everyone's at war with one another. Concession. 1923, the newly founded Republic of Turkey ratified and approved the piece of legislation allowing us to develop Turkey's oil-fields and railways. The United States Senate, taking into consideration the toll the Great Depression was taking on the American economy, decided not to ratify the treaty. Turkey has reversed their annulment of the treaty and asked us once again to fulfill substantial concessions of the original draft of the plan. So, yeah, we shall.
Ready, sir. Ready.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers will put the task of building the foundation of many future military projects like the world has never seen before.
Call in.
Soviet Socialists Republic declared Finland. Smart move. Honestly. Hold up, what? The Soviet Union has joined Europa. That was not something on my playbook for this particular one. Jeez Louise. The chaos of this game, I tell you. Okay. Yeah. Let's research the next medium. Here. Okay. Subsidies.
Commands.
Alright. Actually, maybe not, because I fear if I were to move certain groups. I'll just do this instead. We have Roosevelt versus Wilkie. Since the office of the President of the United States was first established, no president has ruled for 3 consecutive terms. However, in the light of the precarious state of the world and international developments in the last few years, President Roosevelt has decided to break with tradition and run for a 3rd term. Wilkie, characterized as a dark horse candidate with a background as an industrialist with limited political experience, has been critical of Roosevelt's economic interventionism and his justifications for running for a 3rd term. Although the candidates have much in common with their foreign policies, and Wilkie wants to retain some form of the New Deal, many still consider his election a determining point for American democracy. And we'll continue with FDR.
Ready.
things are making progress there. Alright. Now we should probably continue on with these. We'll do dogfighting experience for them. Alright. White Death. Wars come to Finland. Many hunters, like militiamen or shooting clubs, marksmen have taken up arms to fight their oppressors. The Finnish Sisu flows through them as they stem off enemy attacks, utilizing the Finnish nature to their advantage. Something that is uniquely known to the enemy soldiers as the White Death. Okay.
Yes, sir. Call in. Orders.
Alright, MacArthur. I need you to push the Brits back into the sea here. So they do appear to be undersupplied here. Greater Portugal refuses the British naval blockade. Portuguese government is declared that they have bond to abide naval blockade imposed by to us by Charles of massive offer greater agreement which Portuguese convoys will support our war effort carrying goods whereas our own convoys cannot reach in exchange for trade agreements send cheap consumer goods to Portugal. Okay. Sounds good. What's that? Now then. No, not actually. Let's actually instead.
Attention. Ready to move.
Alright.
Ready to move.
Okay. Now that we have this going here.
Keep on moving.
Okay. These guys are stubborn. Alright. Actually is our status right now. Okay. So looking at the stats, we've had a 250,000 casualties compared to the near 3,700 of the British. And yeah, like I said too, they did unfortunately kind of catch us with our pants down. So.
Ready, sir.
Ooh, that was a good fight. British lost the battleship, sunk by the Prince of Wales, sunk by the USS Arizona. And the HMS Effingham, Dispatch, 32 destroyers. Not bad at all. Well done, gentlemen. You know what, actually, I should probably change some of these things here. Stillwell, yeah, put you in charge of that. Spirit of the Air Force. Spirit of the Navy. Naval Forms. Spirit of the Academy. Speed. Heritage. You're not using them enough. Yeah, we'll do that one. And Force Command. Direction. Alright. And actually, now we should have enough to get what we needed then for the destroyers here. Alright. Perfect. That we did. Third light battery unit. Let me actually take a look at the cruisers here again. And yeah, we're a little short yet. Okay. While longer. Probably should have held them off on the spirit there.
Ready, sir.
There's the third one, Liberia. One. Liberia's trying to count all the nations. And,
Ready, sir.
actually, come to think of it. Ah, that's why. Alright, Canada. I'm gonna help you out here. Oops, not bad. Okay. Let's get this up here, just so that we can actually get these units supplied properly. Actually, because of that, I am going to hold off on that stuff here. Just have to hold the line. Hey. That actually helps us a bit. Germany's declaring war on Germany. Okay. What else, sir? Right now. I don't think anyone, actually. You know what? Yeah, that'll do. So will they accept a... they will. Yeah, get a non-aggression pact with them. Yeah, the Soviet Union being a part of Middle Europa. I'm sorry, but that just kind of makes me laugh. Okay, and actually, I believe our cruiser is getting researched here then. Where's the, here's the first model. Okay. Here's my question though. Do we want the, heavy or the light cruiser? You know what? We'll do the light cruiser. It uses less chromium, and we'll be able to get things better that way. Okay. Speaking of which, I should actually probably just that. Generators. Just our factory output. Speaking of factories. Alright. blockaded too? Ah. Sanitation government wants... Yeah, they can. And a ton of research is done. Okay. Australia, French commune joined. What? What the hell's going on? Huh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So apparently Australia has decided to rejoin with the British Empire. Okay. This is one crazy Second World War. Okay. And it is unfortunate too, because it does make things a little more interesting. On the plus side, the British have plenty of other areas to contend with, so now should be able to take care of things here. Austria wants us to some peace. Alright. Supplies then. First things first, I should probably destroyers going. Alright, I can cancel these productions here. Because I need... I can hear that for stuff. Here we go. Alright. Cruisers. Can't do that. Alright, the heavy battleships. North Carolina. And we need more carriers, obviously. Huh, I could actually probably get a few of these. Get it down. Okay. Ships going. Cruisers. Naval Yard going. Destroyers. And then another run of some. So we should be good. There. I did. Yes, I did. Okay. The submarines. Alright. Our part not to use the heavy cruisers, because this way we can actually kind of focus more on the other stuff then for now. Alright. Oh, right. I should probably make sure I have here. submarines. Yeah, okay. I need to do a little rearranging here. Carriers take priority, then heavy battleships. And then the cruisers. Followed by the destroyers, and then the submarines. Okay. Where did that destroyer go? Yeah, we'll just get that one taken care of here. And the Atlantic Fleet will take priority, just given the sheer amount of that are coming in here. And the second squadron will get the seams here. Alright. And then let's do the last one. And go into the battleship. Alright. So this way, we can just make sure all of our ships from their fleets are going where they're needed. Except for that submarine. I'm going to have to assign it to the 4th submarine squadron. Alright. That'll do. Alright. Alright, so there we go. Where's those nice to press it? Now's not the time, boys. Portugal's declared war on the People's Republic of Spain. I did not. Spain did go communist. Okay. So far, Yugoslavia originally. Interesting that we decided to not with those, but so, yeah. So who exactly am I with here then at the moment? So it looks like it's Australia, New Zealand. There, easier to put it this way. So it's the British, the Belgians, and their subsequent colonies. Yeah, looks like that's pretty much it. We are pretty much at war with the entire British Empire. Minus Canada, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Plus 9, we at least have an assortment of goodies being pumped out now. Although it's going to be a little while before we're able to really start getting our production here. Nice Chinese. Okay. And we're gonna have to do a World Line Scarlet. Okay. these convoys, traffic, cross-border ships, yeah. Craft are ready. And infrastructure to the response.
Ready to move.
The Italian has been annexed. This China's the threat war in China. On the plus side, though, of war breaking out in so many other fronts, the British are being diverted to other areas. So that's helping us. Machine guns. Okay. So, take some. And magnetic mine. Actually, let's do you. Alt. And we are centralized.
Ready, sir. Ready, sir.
Go after them.
Move out.
Yeah, it doesn't look like right there.
Boy.
It's just there. Why are you repairing in Alaska? It's like, get down to San Diego, damn it. It's like, no wonder you're taking for so damn long. Right there. That way, we actually have the full use of the repairs. Yeah, let me actually try and blockade these ones here. Alright. So if I can try and cut them off from supply and kind of push them back a little more. That way, unfortunately, at the moment, kind of hit a stalemate. Actually, let me get started on. Yeah. Reactor. Stronghold network. Start that. Underwater operations. And that's the Skinner. Steam. Yeah, ICBM's gonna take a while. Actually, not ICBM, the intercontinental bomber, I mean. To have you start the jet. am going to want to start researching some sort of ballistic missiles. Oh, yeah. Now we're starting to take out their convoys.
Move out!
I need to start something here. Just the mutual assistance part. Okay. There's that. Actually, do this. Okay. It's just Brazil. Oh, lovely. Of course, that's just another front opening up. So, what else should I here? I will say though, the this campaign is absolutely off to a fantastic start. Honestly, I was not expecting to be this embroiled in the war right away. Actually, let's take a moment to just check out other areas here. What's going on in the rest of the world? This. So all of China's united with the Asian League, or more of Japan. Cooperative. Okay, so it's basically all the communist states minus the Soviet Union, which for some odd reason is its own thing. And they are everyone else. Okay. We still have air wings that are still standing by. Alright. And hello to you as well, Casual Tanker. I hope that your day has been going good. And, right now, we are kind of embroiled in a rather large war, honestly. And rather unique Second World War. So that we have the British Empire minus Canada at war with us, and the German Empire and the Austria-Hungary allied with the Soviet Union going after communist France, and just so much other chaos going on here. Casual Tanker, it has teaching a new group of friends how to play this game as I play turtle finding, killing lots of Soviets. Yeah, that tends to happen quite a bit. But, okay. And we still have more here. Yeah, let's bring them all in here. There. Didn't realize I had the station in Hawaii and the Panama Canal garrison. Yeah, let's just bring all of our air power up here to bear. I give you respect for doing a democratic USA. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Stepped up. This is my second attempt, actually, at doing an Ironman alt-hist mode like this. And I just wanted to start with a country that I do quite a bit, and I just figured might as well try this one first. Alright, are we able to break the line here now, or are we still kind of stuck? Let's actually start getting some tanks here. Just,
Taking aim.
extra supplies.
Taking cover.
Nope. Still not enough to break through. Okay. We'll get there at some point. Ooh, what do we got? Project advances. John Walter Christie, the lead scientist, must decide how he will be in day-to-day operations. He can choose to oversee construction directly on the field, ensuring precise execution, or remain in office focusing on strategy and planning. Oversee it personally, and office planning. Yeah, I'll do that. Casual tanker. I prefer smaller nations like Finland, but I was a long time ago a Soviet main. Yeah, I can understand that. I wanted to play as the Soviet Union, just given all the advantages. And Finland is on my list of countries to play as at some point. But I know for me personally, my go-tos are usually the United States or Germany. But for this particular one, I want to do that. And what does the supply route look like here? Ah, no wonder we're suffering. Alright. Try to do that here. So unfortunately, they in that supply hub. Okay. Unfortunately, our production lines are up there. Casual tanker. Finland is so OP. 700 defense in core territories at the moment, and it's only 1941. Oh, damn. That is good. It is quite the high defense. Social Italian. What's to resupply there? Yeah, we'll let them do that.
Listen up.
Right. Yeah, we'll join in on that. I may just let my allies focus on that one for now. I'm kind of a little preoccupied on the other one. The casual tanker. 60k losses for me, and my friend is playing the Soviets, and he has lost 1.2 million men from just me. Holy crap, dude, that is awesome. Just the fact that you are managing to inflict that many casualties onto your buddy who was playing against you too, and that's the other thing. That's impressive. So you have my respect. Alright. Servers. Where are spies? Let's do it here. Casual tanker. It's only like this for the 4th and 5th game, and it's his first PvP, so... yeah, that would explain it then. Just the reason for the vast amount of casualties. Alright. Let's get them going here. Going. In order to supply our reactors with nuclear fuel, we need to decide the process of separating isotopes of uranium from the rest. There are a number of proposals. Two frontrunners for gaseous or centrifuge. Alright. Which is more efficient in the long run. Yeah, we'll do that one. And it does help to accelerate the production. things here. And then Rock Island. Defense and... Okay. Yeah, she'll tank her, but don't feel bad because Germany is my other friend. He also knew they've been in war over Poland since 1940, and both of them haven't made much of a push just death. Ooh, yeah, I remember that day too. Just when you're brand new to the game, trying to figure it out, and just trying and failing to invade Poland. It stinks. So it does look like they are starting to get supplies here then. Oh shit! Mussolini assassinated. Reports from Rome indicate Il Duce was shot and killed in broad daylight earlier today in the streets of the city. Concurrently, elements of the government have made moves to seize power from the Italian fascists. A wave of arrests have been made. The military units coordinate the government buildings and streets, instating a curfew. Spokesmen of the coup government have announced their loyalty to Victor Emmanuel III. In his first act as leader of Italy, the king signed an alliance treaty with the German Empire. Oh shit. So, yeah, Italy is, switched sides, joining Europa here. Okay. Mission Tanker. You know, people make this game so much fun to watch and be a part of because they either get lucky or it's a grind. But as a seasoned player, we can all agree Italy is the most useless nation in the game. Oh yeah, for sure. But fortunately for me, they are only in alliance with the others here. Although I'm kind of having a little bit of a grinding moment here myself, actually. Just Vancouver here, I am having all sorts of trouble just breaking through this line. Although, actually, I'm probably just gonna initiate these here. It's really the only thing I can't do yet. Alright, let's see if we can't take the city. And this can be taken care of. Shooting. Still not. Okay. What have I got here? Do I have any? Yes, I do. Alright, let's bomb their supplies. So I need to do something to just break them. Alright. And we'll do defense of the Pacific. The Japanese government is beyond hope. Its expansion is threatening our people and its Asian neighbors. The nation must be brought under American administration and to reform it and prevent it from ever repeating its mistakes. Alright. Now, I could probably invest in some sort of Marine Corps units and probably get things going that way. Ooh, actually, hang on, how much longer before? Okay, so actually, let's get pretty close. Being complete, and we should be able to, and it's good to see too that our weapon supply is catching up here. Now it just dawned on me. I have better air units. Why am I not taking advantage of them? Makes sense. Makes sense thrust. Okay. That is... Oh, not the obsolete units. Where'd I put it? I do not want that design. That'll do. Okay. Yeah. Success. Ooh, I lost track of time here. It is actually, well past the cutoff mark, actually, for this. So, yeah, I think we will call it good here then for now. It's that we definitely have got this game well underway, just with all sorts of chaos here going on. And, I'm tired. But anyways, I just want to thank those of you who tuned in this evening for this little bit of chaos here, obviously. And our next stream, though, will be tomorrow morning. We will be returning to our retro streaming, where we will be starting a new game, actually, the Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers on the PlayStation 2. So we will be starting that at 10 a.m. Central Standard tomorrow. And then later that evening at 7 p.m., we'll be getting back to Skyrim with more Geralt of Rivia. For this particular game, however, I will actually be picking up with this exact same playthrough again on Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Standard, where we will try and break the stalemate then in Canada, so that we are finally getting caught up on supplies and everything, and that should be all good. And then we'll try and push our way into the other territories to try and take over Britain and the British Empire. And yes, I know that we are going to be feeding you in a second. And just see where the chaos goes from there. But let us go and see who is currently live here, actually, because I know it is... minutes since I... Who have I... You know what? I think I'm gonna go and raid our friend Doodling Monkey here. I do see that they are currently in the process of playing some Marvel Rivals, and there are drops available, so we will go and bring things on over to them. But once again, I do want to thank you all so much for tuning in this evening. This has been a lot of fun, even if I've just been kind of a little tired, though, obviously. So thank you very much for bearing in mind with all that, and just my mind running faster than I could speak. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself here, so I'm gonna let you all go now. So until next time, my friends, this is the Blue Badger, signing off for now, and I'll see you guys next time.